Okay, today's video will make short and sweet. What I'm showing here is about an hour and a half, an hour and 15 minutes into the day, and you can see that we traded lower. This move right here overbalances some of our previous corrections that we've seen on this most recent up move. And this was the overbalancing move. It was into the Globex low before we got a reaction, and it came back on a 61.8 retracement here, a 1-to-1 into a 61.8 right here at 1370.5, which was the sell. Went one tick higher and then reacted immediately down to what was the first scalp target, which was 1 3/4 down, which was the same baseline 1-to-1 coming off this low that we were looking to exceed to confirm the sell, but in any case a point to take some scalp profits while we're trading inside of this. I'll march it forward. You'll see that this move stagnated. It did go a bit lower. But the solid setup was here to take, and you can see that it did work right away. It just didn't end up working out eventually, but definitely good profit potential there on a scalp basis. This next one I want to show you was one that I guess I didn't have a lot of confidence in at the time. It was kind of a punt, but it was basically, the sell setup here that the bears were all working with came out, which was could have been an aggressive buy there, but with this high up just right nearby, the safer play was to just wait that one out. But you can see that it was coming up to break through here to go to higher highs, which made it a buy by price action. One thing that we had visited about extensively through this chop and tight range area was the action of the OEX in the mid. The OEX was lagging and acting as an anchor to the market. The mid was driving higher, and that's the same kind of a situation that we saw yesterday when we were coming in through here. I took the same kind of a punt buy when we got up through here and were retesting the breakout, and that punt long ended up coming good here. I kind of felt the same way on this one because we were in a similar type of a situation, and the trend waves were with the trade. The action between the OEX and the mid, you knew that it wasn't going to do anything fast, but with the breakback level of these highs right here at 71 that we'd seen resistance at the end of the day, the early high first thing off the open here, and then now breaking up through there. This was the stop level on a trade like that, which is a relatively small stop. It's within the 6 tick risk requirement that we like to follow. So it was kind of a punt, and I'll step it forward and let you see what happened there. You can see that it did end up coming good. You had to have the willingness to sit through this little deals, and if you kept your stop below here, which was your safety net or breakback point or whatever, it would have came good there and continued higher until it reached this 1-to-1 that I'm showing on here. And also the trend waves had fast trend wave was starting to signal some exhaustion. The slow trend wave was still marching up. The OEX had started to act a little bit better at this point. The mids were, however, acting kind of pathetically. So anyway, the the next thing I'm going to show you is, coming off of this point, obviously at this point in the day, there's 2 hours left in trading. The volume that's in here that are longs that are held through all of this garbage, and then through these couple of breakouts here. It was obvious to me that these any longs in here are going to be moving their stops up to protect whatever kind of profit they have, because as it stands right here, we have 2 pretty clear breakback levels that we can look at, and one of the final breakout here is one, and as well as the breakout above Thursday afternoon's high right there. So in this area here is obviously where sell stops are going to be moved up to. Okay, so you can see that when it did find some resistance, the fast trend wave on this last new high, like I said, was showing some signs of exhaustion here and starting down, and as soon as this reversal kind of took hold, both the trend waves got going in tandem here, and it broke back below these small retracements and back through the larger 1-to-1 and back through these breakback levels, which made it a sell. It made it to this within a tick here to -4, -375 1-to-1 before it found a little bit of a bounce, but this was a bounce to be shorted, and the short was below this line, here at at a 50% was what I was looking for at the time. It didn't actually hit that line. It came right up to it, and there was orders here that got filled. So I missed the second go round on that one. But you can see that if I step this forward, then the market did sell off further and make good on the sell. At this point, you can see that there's a big volume spike building on the 5-minute, and if you're watching 1 minute, you'd seen the exact same thing. Big volume spikes, especially going into 1370, and then showing some signs that the additional volume wasn't making any more headway on the downside, but in fact was coming back the other way. So I'll step this forward here and get it to the end of the day. The only thing after this that was maybe a potential was for the sellers to strike again on a retrace from here, but after let me step this forward and I'll just talk that part through. So once it ran out of momentum here, and that sell was basically quit, it's coming back here. There was I thought potential for maybe another bout of selling to hit, but you can see that when we started up here, the trend wave, the fast trend wave started hooking. The slow trend wave was flattening. Additionally, the OEX was starting to show some strength, and that was actually the OEX that along with this kind of trumped this out of being an aggressive sell to wait until it's a proven sell. And when the 50 came out here, then that kind of took the pressure off of the market, and you can see that it went ahead and finished higher than for the day. But there was a couple of good opportunities in there, some good action to make a good buy or sell at that worked out either for good or for not at all, depending on how you would have played it. But anyway, hope you guys all have a good weekend, and I will talk to you all next week.